Hey guys, you welcome back to my channel. My name is Blessing Ogoro. Guys, you are welcome. To all my new subscribers, thumbs up to you guys, and to all my old subscribers, you guys are amazing. Thank you for coming back and thank you for supporting me. Thumbs up as usual. So today let's talk about the issue of domestic violence, domestic abuse, whatever you may call it. This is the abuse that happen in the home, whether it's emotional, physical, spiritually, financial, and psychological. Abuse is an abuse. You understand? So the issue of Osinachi's death, may God rest her soul, has really helped women and men out there to speak up, to open their mouths, to open their eyes. The death of Osinachi is not in vain. I would say it's not in vain, because her death is speaking. She is still speaking from the dead. Hallelujah. She's not the first woman to die from domestic violence. I have read where pregnant women were killed because their husband hit them in the wrong place and all that. She's not the first. And if we do not take the necessary step and open our eyes, she's never going to be the last to be dead, to die from domestic violence. Domestic violence, domestic abuse is not a woman's thing alone. It's a man's thing. Some men are being abused in their home and they cannot speak about it simply because they are ashamed. Like, you are a man, how you say your wife beats you, how you say so. But I want us to realize that there's so many ways you can be abused. Osinachi was abused in so many ways. Anytime I think about what that woman went through, I cry. I cry honestly. But I want to concentrate today on the reason why women don't live. You know, so many people have been saying like, why did she not go? Must you die there? She would have. Why did she not go? Life is, let me tell you, why did you not go? You that is looking at me right now. Why are you still there? If you ask people that are going through domestic violence, domestic abuse in their homes, when you ask them, leave, they don't leave, not because they love that man so much that they cannot leave. But the problem is that they have been put in prison mentally. You see, when you are in prison, normally is not as bad as when you are put in prison in your mind. Do you understand? Now, I'm going to say that our mothers, our parents, they failed us. Even their parents failed them. The generation before us, our forefathers, they failed woefully. They are failures. The reason I say that is, when you're growing up as a woman, as a young lady, everything is related to marriage. Nobody wants to train you for who you are. Everything they teach you is marriage. This how you are grinding peppers. This how you are going to be grinding pepper in your husband's house. My God. This clothes you are washing. This how you are going to be washing clothes in your husband's house. These are the way you are cooking. This how you are going to be cooking for your husband. Anytime you open your mouth to voice out your, hey, this is how you are going to be talking to your husband. Everything is circled around marriage. And we grow up thinking that our life, our whole existence is all about marriage. And because we have been put in that prison, you find it difficult to break free. People, a lot of our mothers went through domestic violence, through abuse from our fathers. And because we grew up in that environment, we feel that it's a normal way of life. It's a normal thing that people go through. You get it? Like, you just have to, maybe because, excuse me, because your father was doing it, or your mother kept quiet. So when you are going through it, you feel like it's a normal way of life. It's normal for you to go through it. And in this part of the world, it's so painful when I think of the fact that your own brother, your family member can tell your husband to hit you because they feel like, if she's stubborn, you beat her. You will beat her. So that she can. Your people will even teach your husband to become violent to you, to abuse you emotionally, psychologically, sexually. And at times you find out that people that are going through abuse, they don't speak up enough, because in this part of the world, this is Africa, this is Nigeria, you cannot simply pack your things and go back home to go and tell your mother what, or to go and tell your father what, that my husband slapped me. Has he slapped you before? No. That's why I packed. Hey. They will look at you like a failure. And that is one of the reasons women stay in domestic abuse situation in their homes. Not because they want to say. And at times, it's the issue of you not knowing yourself as a woman. You don't know your value anymore. You don't know what you are worth anymore. And other times, it's religion. You know, they make you feel like marriage is for better and for worse. Like, you are supposed to be there till death do you part. I am bringing to break it to you. The covenant of life supersedes the covenant of marriage. Is higher. Now, when people tell me marriage is for better or for worse, did God say that I should live in hell? Did my God tell you to slap me because you are angry? Did he tell you to hit me, to batter me because you are angry? After Osinachi's death the other day, we heard of a woman who her husband threw from upstairs down. Another man was there dragging the wife up and down in the compound where somebody else was videoing. In my street the other day, a man was beating his wife, and thank God for the youth in the area. They ganged up and took the man to the station. So what am I saying? In all this, the society has a big role to play. We need to change our way of thinking. We need to know that life is important. If you are a father, if you are a mother, if you are a family member, you are a brother, please do not fail your daughter. Do not fail your sister. When last did you call her to ask her how she's faring? Some of the men in our family are even closer to your husband than you. Because they prefer to talk with your husband than to talk to you. They just placed you in a lower position. Now, the issue of domestic violence is, see, let me tell you something. When you feel that you can do something and get away with it, won't you do it? I always ask this question. Will you not do it? If I feel like I can beat you anytime you provoke me and nothing is going to happen, I will do it now. Come on, I will do it. I will do it. And you also watching me right now, you may even do worse. So if you are being abused, do not take it lightly. I think it's something we need to stand up for. It's not just enough that people are saying it. I think it's something that the government, parents, our family, the society has to take like very seriously. It's not okay for your daughter, your son, to witness you being abusive, or you abusing somebody, or somebody abusing you in your home. A man will bring out his belt. The woman you said you love, the woman you took to the altar of God and got married to, the same woman that God said that you should love and honor her to the extent of laying down your own life for her, you bring out your belt. What an audacity. And you begin to beat her. 1, 2, 3. You beat her mercilessly. Now, at times, these men, they feel like women are weak. To carry a child for 9 months and push that child out is not an easy thing to do. That is to show you the strength of a woman. The fact that you are hitting her, she's crying, does not mean she cannot fight back. At times, these women will restrain ourselves so much we don't want to hit back. Even if we are trying, they will just show you and be shouting, beat me now, do this one. It's a lie. That woman you are beating right now, if somebody else should do that to her outside, definitely she will do something. So if you are a man and even if you are a woman and you derive pleasure in hitting your spouse, you are a failure, you are a coward, and you are a disgrace to your generation. You are a disgrace to your family. I don't know why people don't like to say it. If you are being abused as a man or a woman, talk to someone. Talk, open your mouth, speak out. You can separate from that man. You can live your life. You don't have to die there. Don't go and die there. If you died and nobody got to know about what killed you, he or she will definitely just move on and leave. Another person also will come and take that. And another thing is, we have to raise our children, the next generation, properly. We have to raise our sons and daughters. I tell my daughter, nobody have right to lay their hands on you. It's not acceptable by me. It's not acceptable by anybody. No one has the right to lay their hands on you. I live in a compound house. This is what I go through. To create a content even at night is a problem. The next flat close to mine, the problem is that they have kids, and every time, this is what I go through. To create a content is a very big problem for me. So I'm sorry for the noise. But then, back to the issue of the abuse we were talking about. Some women are being abused sexually in their homes. They cannot talk about it. Women are ashamed to come out to say somebody laid their hands on you. You shouldn't be ashamed. Bring that man out. Bring that woman out. The shame will be on him or her. In this time and age, if you are doing it, if you are my brother, if you are a friend to me and you lay your hands on your husband or your wife, I'm saying shame to you. You are not a man. And I don't want to associate myself with people like that, honestly. I do not want to. So I'm telling my son, please, you can't lay your hands on my daughters. This is the problem. When we are growing up, our brothers hit us here and there. Why will you not go and hit somebody else's daughter also? Because he is used to beating women now. You understand? I tell my son, you don't have right to lay your hands on. Do not. Do not. Because if you are able to tolerate the guests I have at home, you will tolerate somebody else's daughter when she comes into your life. The thing is that men in this part of the world see a woman like a lesser human being. You don't have right to speak when I speak. You don't have right to do this. You don't have right. I have all the sole rights and responsibility of everything. Like, man, God. It is called partner. Your partner, your spouse. So you have to accord him or her that respect. And know that this is support this child. You cannot go around abusing him or her. It's not acceptable. I just hope that this issue of domestic violence in the home will not just be looked at and talked about for a few weeks, and then we all go back and go live the life we've been taught and we've been used to. I am praying for every woman out there, and I'm praying for the men out there also who are going through abuse, that you have the courage, the mind, the braveness, the strength you need to speak out and fight for your life and take the right decision for you to know that you can live, and you need to preserve your life for yourself. So guys, I will see you on my next video, and I hope that you have learned one or two things from this video, and I hope you share it for your friends, to your friends and your loved ones. So I will see you guys. Love you guys. Have a wonderful time with your family, your loved ones. Love you. Bye.